Hi, Susie, Maddie, Harriet, Izzy, Robin, my warrior women. Um, I decided to pre record this because I'm not quite sure I would have been able to do it, to be honest with you. Hello to Philly. I miss you, I really do. You've always had such a huge impact on my life. It's very hard for me to talk about Philip without talking about Susie and the girls and Robin. And you have friends that are really important to you and they're very special, but there's really not that many that you can say are honestly your family, and that's how I feel about you. I've known you guys for 25 years when we first met in 1995 in Darwin. We had a lot of good times there, and I spent majority of my time at Susie and Philip's living in their little unit in Holland Place. Philly had come home from work and it'd be, hi Susie, hi Jodie, because no doubt I'd already be sitting in the spa with a strongbow and a magazine and probably a cigarette. And wouldn't be long before Philip would get a drink and join us in there as well. Or sometimes he would come home and it was just me. I'd say, oh, hi Philly, I'm just cooking dinner. And I even did live with them for a little while. And they've supported me through some really, really crappy times. One of the lovely things is when you have such a good friend like Susie, sometimes the friendship's really just with that person and you know the partner. But Philip and I really did have a friendship that was independent of Susie as well. And he was like a big brother, really. He was always there for me. He did a lot of those things that big brothers do. Like he taught me to drive with a trailer, made sure I had what I needed to get organised with my camper trailer. And when I finally took it away for the first time by myself with the kids last holidays, there was many mentions of Philly from both myself and my children, even to the point where the hammer that I was using to undo the trailer, Philly had given me. He would have been disappointed though that I forgot the cable ties. So I do need to do something about that. Last time I saw Philly, ironically, we were having a memorial for my partner Jason, and we had a fire in the backyard, and it was a storm, and it was pouring rain, and Philip and a couple of the other guys knew how important this fire was to me, so there's no way it wasn't being lit. And Philip had set it all up with burners, and they ended up with a blowtorch, and he's putting diesel on it and everything he could do because he knew I just had to have this fire. And it was such a lovely time. That last time I saw him, even though the reason that you were there wasn't the best of reasons, I really needed your support at the time, and like usual, they were. He helped Lachlan with his bike, and there were some things he told Lachlan to buy, and after you left and Lachlan went down to the shed, he even found $20 on the bike seat that Philip had left him to help buy those things. And he was a really good role model for Lachlan. So I thank him for that. Philip was always determined to get things right for me. If he visited, my pool light would be fixed. And I just would like to tell you, Philip, that I just had to pay $750 this week because it was broken again. So I'm a bit disappointed I won't see you in January about that as well. My dishwasher wasn't working, fixed it with cable ties, like you did everything. One day, Susie and I were in the pool and we could hear this banging. And it's like, what is he doing now? Because seriously, he had ADHD. He couldn't stop for a second. And the rocks in my driveway were annoying him. So I have a 70-metre driveway, and Philip was out there with the Matic and digging them out. So that was nice of him and just typical. And of course, we all know if he wasn't actually doing something, he was shopping for something on eBay. Susie, I am so proud of you. I'm proud of you for the person that you are. I'm proud of you for the person you are becoming. And I know Philly would be too. You've done such an amazing job. You've got through this first year, which I know is really, really tough. All the firsts are gone. It's still going to be really difficult, but well done on getting this far and getting out of bed every day and doing what you need to do. And I know sometimes to other people you probably appear pretty normal, but I also know what it's like when you put your head on your pillow at night. I wish I could be there to experience the love and support that you are surrounded by, no doubt, tonight. But I also know I would have struggled to say this in a room full of people. Every person's on their own journey, and no one experiences grief in the same way. And I never thought for a million years we would be, having parallel journeys at this point in our lives. But to you beautiful warrior women, I want you just to think that you're amazing, and just remember that grief is love with nowhere to go. I love you.